Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This week I'm doing a voiceover, tiny bit of a speed through in my Erin Condren Vertical Neutral for the week of August 30th through September 5th. And I'm using this older Sweet Kawaii Design kit from a couple years ago, I think. It is the Summer Memories kit. It would have been the first time that she created like a road trip kind of vibe situation of a kit. And I've used it once fully, and I think it would have been in my print impression weeks, but I'm not 100% certain at this point when I used it. So I don't have a ton left of it, but I do have enough to definitely make this a good looking spread. And the reason that I'm using this kit for this week, because usually I'd be like all fall all the time, but we are going on a cross-country road trip. It starts at the end of this week that I'm planning for, and then the entire following week, and then into a little bit of the week after. So I definitely wanted to use the road trip kits for sure. So I'm using the oldest one for this week, but then I will be doing a couple more videos that are going to be similarly themed and styled for our actual vacation. So that is what we are doing with this week. And I wanted to make sure to use these kits now because we don't go on road trips very often. So perfect timing. Anyway, I am putting down the bones of my kit here. I was not intending for this to be a speed through voiceover, but here we are. So in this kit, it is an older style kit, so there were 3 headers a day for every single day of the month, and like I said, it's been a while since that's happened, but the entire left column all had the to-do headers on them, and I'm going to use the to-do headers because I have them, why not, for Monday through Friday, and then I'm not going to use them for Saturday and Sunday. I'll just use a blank header, and that is because we are leaving for our trip Friday night, and then our trip starts, it starts then, but all day Saturday and Sunday we're going to be vacationing. So when I vacation in my main planner, I like to do more of a memory style plan. That's not to say that I'm not going to be using my memory planner for that week, because I definitely will be, because that's where I put pictures and I try and keep that a little more Jensen specific. But I do keep things very open on that day, and I just put in a lot of full boxes and deco and icons to say what we did, the places we went to, because ultimately this is what I could look back on in the future. And I guess this would be a good time to mention that I am drinking a beer right now. It is a coffee French, like a French press style coffee
here. So
stout.
I'm using
Coffee milk stout, and it's
They're the last
heavy.
of the checklists
I
in
am
my kit,
feeling it,
so
and
I don't
I'm
really have
like
a choice.
maybe a third of the way through. So this could get interesting. I just tend to get more chatty as I drink. I don't get funky. I just get chatty. So be prepared because we're in it for the next 20 minutes. But I am right now going through and putting down the headers on the second row and the checklist, and I think I can probably get into a little bit more of the specifics because I'll go day by day here in a little bit, but as far as our trip goes, we are going to be traveling from our home, which we live near Kansas City, and we are going to be traveling to the New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania area, and seeing kind of that side of the country because I've been to DC, but that's as like the only area on the East Coast that I've ever been to. So, with that being said, we are heading there for a wedding, and I wanted to kind of talk about why are we going to a wedding on the East Coast when we have never been there. But it's kind of a cool story, at least I think, and I think some of the people I've told think it's cool as well. But we are going because growing up, my mom had a pen pal, and if you don't know what a pen pal is, like, bless you, because it means that you are younger than me and you don't know what a pen pal is. But essentially, my mom's school and another school paired up, and they paired up students from across country, and they would write letters back and forth, hence a pen pal. So my mom's pen pal had a daughter on the same day as me, except a year later. So we were both born May 30th, but her daughter is 1 year younger than me, and that's the wedding that we are going to. So when I got married, oh gosh, almost 6 years ago. So growing up, we've always been really close to these people. We would go to, like, we would send birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, everything. And her daughter and me, like, we became pen pals. So we would write letters back and forth. And Facebook is really cool in this regard because as we both got old enough to have Facebooks, we then connected on Facebook, and that just made our relationship, I feel, stronger because we got to see photos of each other and we got to be more involved. And so I feel like I know her already, but I'm going for her wedding. So anyway, back to my wedding 6 years ago, or almost 6 years ago. Her mom, so my mom's friend, her pen pal, came to my wedding, and I got to meet her, and that was really cool. But I didn't get to meet her daughter because she couldn't come at the time, like being in school and all the stuff. But her mom came to my wedding, and I got to meet her. It really was kind of neat, and I'm so thankful that she was able to come because I believe her and my mom met maybe like shortly before, or like right before I was born, or shortly after I was born. Like, it was pretty close, I think. And then they got to see each other again at my wedding, and then 4 months later my mom passed away. So it was just really good timing that she was able to come out and kind of see her one last time. And yeah, so I have not ever met her daughter or her kid. Like, it was just her when she came out. So I feel like I know her daughter so well because we've just kind of always shared a bond, or I feel like because of having a shared birthday, as weird as that sounds, and just being pen pals. So I am excited to get this opportunity to travel across country with my family to go meet her, and I think it's really cool. Like, I cannot wait to take a picture together and, like, say that we finally met each other after all these years of being pen pals. And I don't know, I think it's a cool story, but maybe you won't. But that is why we're going. So back to my sidebar here. I only had 2 habit trackers left, which is fine. So the habits that I'm going to be tracking this week is my workouts, although I don't know that I will get a single day of working out in. I'm going to try really hard. If anything, I really want to make time to go on walks because walks make me happier than working out. Um, I mean, I can't tell you, but self-care, man, going on walks is it for me. So I have that, and then I also have my planners. Normally, I track the days that I do just memory planning, but honestly, if I'm up in my planner room, like, I'm doing all 3 of my planners and updating them all at once, so it's not a big deal. But just planners in general, I want to make sure that I'm staying on top of it so that I'm not getting behind and then feeling like I'm already doomed for the trip. But that's it. So I'll be tracking my steps per usual, and then also the book that I'm reading. You'll see me later go and add the icon for my currently reading section, but I forgot. I must have gotten sidetracked when I thought I would be talking through this whole thing. I'm adding in the dates now because clearly I forgot those too. But I do remember trying to explain that Monday through Friday are going to be typically normal days, like going to work, doing all the things. They're going to be busier in the regards that I am going to have to work a lot this week after hours because of being gone. I've got meetings like immediately right when I get back, and so I don't want to be doing paperwork stuff while I'm on vacation, although I will have to write a few reports while I'm on vacation, but I'm really hoping not to do too much. So I'm trying to get as much prepped ahead of time and get some work done. I also want to clean the house before we leave. I hate nothing more than coming home from a trip and having a dirty house. But I guess more of what I mean is that, like, Jensen's swim's gonna stay the same. Going to my dad's house. Friday looks a little bit different. And then we've got things like extra packing and extra laundry. But, like, other than that, fairly normal week. Busy, but normal week. Groceries are going to be a little hit and miss because I think we're going to go try and buy a meal at a time from the grocery store so that we don't have a lot of food like rotting or going bad while we're gone. But anyway, I am putting on the weekend banner, although it is. Oh, I did move it. I thought this part was out of frame too, but it's not. I'm putting some of that washi down, and then I'm going to just be using the weekend banner to put over the bottom washi and then that Simply Gilded washi that I just added. It's okay. I like the weekend banner. I just don't really like the way I styled it, but that's the best I could do. So it is what it is. Going into, I think I'm going to start with the bills, maybe. I don't remember. But anyway, I do have a little bit of a struggle with this kit. Oh, bath nights, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I do have a little bit of a struggle with this kit because I don't have so much left over, especially when it comes to full boxes. I have definitely more half boxes than I thought I did, but the full boxes are pretty slim pickings. And I don't know. So because of this being like a vertical sized kit and I used the full checklist, I just went ahead and stuck with my headers and then the little, the regular sized bath stickers there. And no, those are the itty bitty size. I do this every time. Those are the itty bitty sizes. But I wanted to make sure to still get in bath nights, especially because we've got swim on Monday and then Friday night it's important because we'll be leaving pretty much right after we give Jensen his bath and get him in some pajamas that we're going to hit the road. So I am going to stop here and talk quickly about, I know some of you guys are going to be thinking like, Kayla, I don't know that you should be giving away as much details about your vacation as you are, and I totally do understand that and get that. We have several neighbors that are going to be watching our house while we are gone, and I think it's going to be really hard not to share my vacation with you guys because I'm so excited to go that I don't want to not share parts of it. With that being said, yes, like there's a potential of people knowing that we're gone, especially if like packages sit on the front porch. But like I said, we've got neighbors and friends that are going to be watching over our house. And like for our safety, I mean, I'm not really putting specific places until after we've been there. So, and those will be on like Insta stories and things like that. But as far as like my spreads go, I don't know what we're doing. So I guess I didn't really talk about that. So while I decorate this week, let me kind of explain real fast. We don't know what we are doing aside from the wedding and the rehearsal dinner because we are going to meet my friend and her family and everyone at the rehearsal dinner as opposed to the day of the wedding because that just seems really not fair. So we don't have plans other than where we will be staying at night. So I'll kind of get into this when I plan for the weekend, or not really plan for the weekend as you're going to find out, but we don't know what we're doing. We don't know how Jensen's going to react to being in the car so much. We have no idea how he is going to handle this long trip away from home. The most he's been away from home, I think, is like 2 nights. And it was like 3 hours away, so I am nervous, but he blows me away every time. Like, he is such a good kid, and he does so well, so fingers crossed. Please send us all the good vibes, all the prayers, whatever you've got to give us, please send them, because we could definitely use them as we go on our first, like, really long road trip adventure, and that's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be an adventure. So, back to the plans. So, like I said, for Monday, the only thing that we have planned is that we are going to swim class, and the weather's going to be nice enough that I think we can go to a park after. And Darshell told us about this really cool park that's really close to my dad's house, so I think we might go check that one out on the way home. I do switch things up a little bit later because I remembered something else that is happening on Monday night, or tentatively happening on Monday night. So I do switch kind of the icons around, but like I think you'll be able to tell there with Monday. Normally, I would have loved to have put a quarter box or a half box or something, but I didn't have. Well, let me say this. I do have stuff left, quarter boxes and half boxes, but with Saturday being that same green color and Saturday being part of our vacation and me needing more functional stickers there, I went ahead and stuck with no extra functional stickers on Monday just so that I would have room for them on Sunday, if that makes sense. I did put in the watering can for watering the plants, and the trash sticker, and then Freebie Friday, $2 Tuesday, things like that I do every single week. And then as far as Tuesday goes, I end up having to put in a hell of a lot of functional stickers. So what I'm doing now is trying to find stickers that I potentially have that match. This is a brand new, not a concept, but it's a brand new book to me. So I typically give away all of my unused parts of kits, but now I've started to hoard them again for whatever reason, but I'm putting them in that book by kit. So whatever I have left over of a regular kit, I'm putting it in that book. Who knows? Maybe at the end of it, I'll be like, I don't need these stickers, and I give them away to someone. I don't know. But for right now, I was able to steal that half box, and it was damn near the same color. So that was super helpful, and it got me an extra space filler because I don't have a full box in that color. And with the same situation of Sunday being that same color and that being our actual vacation, I didn't want to use all of the functional boxes. So even though I was only able to find just that one half box that is not stylized the same as the kit, it saved me. So, we don't have anything going on Tuesday other than going to my dad's house. So, I normally would put my dad's house at the very bottom of the night because it's like all that happens. But I'm going to bump it up for now because my thinking is I'll probably get more done that night that I can put things in. Maybe that I normally wouldn't put in this planner, but because I have this space, like I can't handle the white space as far as like unused space. Uh, on Wednesday, I just have those two bills due, and then as I was planning this, I was like, oh shit, my husband has a haircut appointment. So I cannot work late that night because I will need to go pick Jensen up at daycare and get him home. I think I end up taking that little George and little tiny George sticker from Monday and putting it on Wednesday for some, like, I don't know, either don't forget to pick up Jensen time or like just mommy and Jensen time. And then I brought in that haircut sticker for Drew's hair appointment. This is where I'm going back to Monday and I'm kind of moving things around. So I'm moving Jensen's swim stuff up to the top, and then I'm putting in that little splash pad, not because we're going to a splash pad, but because Darshell said that that park specifically has like a little splash pad area, so that's what made me think of it. And then I have my oracle reading, tarot card reading, whatever you want to call it, reading on Monday night, now that my friend is back. So going on to Thursday, the only thing that I know I need to do is I need to remember to switch my trays. And we are going to do the bulk of our packing that night once Jensen goes to bed. Just pack, 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 because that's kind of our last night to pack. I want to do a load of laundry. So it'll be a night at home where we're just like getting stuff done. And I think that's it. So I think the laundry and then packing. So I was able to squeeze in that full box, and then I'm going to be using that half box for packing our suitcases. Like, I can barely manage to get myself packed half the time. I always have to ask my husband, like, do you have enough of this? Do you have enough of this? Did you bring this? So now it's like, add Jensen into the mix and having to pack for the dogs too for that long. Oh my goodness. Like, I'm exhausted already thinking about it. But again, like, I am excited for this trip. I am nervous. I would be lying if I said that I wasn't nervous to go on this trip with the state of the world right now. And I'm not here to argue with or to be judged or whatever. Like, I don't want your opinion on this. I'm just giving you guys what we are. But where we are going needs proof of vaccination in order to do a lot of things. It's just the way of the culture there. So my husband and I both are vaccinated and have been vaccinated for a while, but we will be bringing our vaccination cards and doing all the things there. I am nervous to be traveling with Jensen because I really don't want him to get sick. Like, sick with anything, not just COVID, but like sick with anything. So we will be bringing like disinfecting wipes and things like that, washing his hands, doing everything we can preventatively, and just keeping ourselves safe. Like, there's nothing else I can do. If it weren't for this wedding, we wouldn't be going on vacation. But this wedding is very important to me. So we're going to go, and we're just going to try and be as safe as possible, acknowledging that, we could pick up something while we're out. When we're asked to wear a mask, we're going to respectfully wear a mask because that's what's being asked of us. But anyway, just had to kind of go over that because I don't talk a lot about my stances on here, but please do not come at me in the comments because I'm not here for that. So this is how the end of the week is going to look up. I'm going to add a couple half boxes onto Saturday and Sunday. I'd like to put like where we're going or where we're leaving and spending that day. And then that's just like a good overview. That's how I did it when we went to Hawaii. And I kind of like the way it turned out. So I'm going to add those half boxes there. On Friday, while I was busy blabbering about like all the other things, we do need to give the dogs their flea and tick meds, and then the little happy pup at the top is just a mark that we need to go and take our dogs to my dad's house. They are going to be kindly watching the dogs while we are gone, and then the car is for the picking up the rental car that we are going to be taking, and then at the very bottom, I'm just going to say like we're starting our trip, like we're leaving, and it's all good. We will be leaving Friday night and going to St. Louis, and then Saturday we will be traveling from St. Louis to Columbus, and then Sunday we will be traveling from Columbus to Pittsburgh. So places we've not been other than St. Louis, we've been there. But as far as like Columbus and Pittsburgh, all those places we've not ever been, we have not been past that point, so I'm so excited to go. I do want to share the freebies with you guys now that I have them all in hand, and I'm just going to flip through all of them. This one is mine. Super in love with these coffee cup latte cups here, but that one's Darchelle's, and oh my gosh, I went way too fast. Nicole's and Jennifer's, and then Sierra's and Gwen's. I think I nailed the order, but that is it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next weekend for another plan with me. Bye, guys.